Hi there. We are going over another character who was recently buffed in Season 5, and I think I'm going to keep doing this for a little bit, maybe for a couple more episodes or videos on characters that have gotten buffs or nerfs. I do plan on doing Red Shiggy at some point, because that's a interesting character right now, to say the least. But no, this is really cool. So the thing that they did with Ochaco was they increased the range on her betas. Her beta was really having some problems between levels 1 through 7. Or 1 through 8, sorry, and I should specify that they increased the beta for 1 through 8, the range on it, and I just could not, for whatever reason, just like hit anything. It was so difficult, and it just was not worth it. So I never even really bothered with this character a whole lot after they nerfed her down to the ground. But now she is a little bit better in early games, which actually makes quite of a difference. Because when you can get kills in early game, that means you can kind of snowball a little bit easier. You can get your cards better, quicker. Except for this Meteor who just steals them away from me. Meteor, it's so annoying. I'll talk about him later. Anyway, but no, like the gravity was always good in my opinion, but it's also reactable and people can just roll it. So like her kit was just leaving too much to do, too much effort for the amount of damage that she was getting. And I get it, she's a speed character, she shouldn't have to get damaged easily just because, for the sake of just because. Like, she's a speed character, she should be annoying, she shouldn't really have that much damage. And no, I think that's a good thing. But I feel like if you can be aggressive enough with a speed character, you should be able to build up damage pretty easily. But the speed from the character just wasn't outweighing the work that I had to put in just to, get the results that I was looking for. So I ended up looking at different characters, and that's kind of why I ultimately switched away from her. I'm going to leave this in here because I love when I trip over myself. I think it's kind of funny. I hope you guys think so too. Otherwise, I just edited it out, but not going to do that. Here, we're not going to bother chasing her on the video. We do find his Deku sitting on the ground here, and I'm just swinging away. You can just see how confident I am with the... Oh, we hit him previously, so we couldn't do the alpha after that combo. But poor Deku just waking up and attacking. That may have worked in Season 1. And he's doing like the leg wake up too, so he knows something. The problem that he doesn't realize is that he's not getting away from Ochaco. He keeps trying to run away instead of like fighting me off of her. And this is something that I really recommend for all speed characters. Do not spend your time trying to run away from a speed character if your character cannot do that. If your character is like a striker character, strikers don't generally have speeds to get away from a speed character. So what you have to do is you have to damage the speed character enough to make them back off, and if they choose to stay in the fight, well, that's them being silly, and they're really risking it, because if they die, I mean, they're gonna die with such low HP. It's just it's a matter of like how quickly, honestly, because speed characters usually don't have that much HP. Like, most of the speed characters in the game have 250 HP. That's pretty low for a maximum of 500. Whereas you look at AFO, and AFO's got, 200 shield, and then, 250 shield, and then he's got the 400 health for a total of 650. And let me tell you, that extra HP, oh, it really matters in a game like this. It really does. So anytime you see a speed character and they're not leaving you alone, and you kind of like just know that they're focusing you gotta fight back. It's not worth running away, because they will catch you. Now, the only thing I can say is that if you're in a building or something, or near a building, and if you can like, shimmy over there really quickly before they come and fight you, that is perfectly understandable, especially if it works out for your character, and if that works best for you. Such as, like, well, we could talk about AFO again, because I'm really liking AFO, or Ibarra even. I'll use Ibarra in this example. So with Ibarra, if I'm near a building, I can easily just like run into a building and then start using my advantage of the close range abilities that she has, the high damaging close range abilities. And at that point, even if a speed character eats like one level 9 beta from Ibarra, it's pretty damaging. I mean, it's like 210 damage on average, and that to a speed character, we just talked about how much health they have. That hurts. That really hurts. So enough of that. We'll just move on to talking about the rest of this match until I can think of something else. But I don't think I have any other tips regarding speed characters. Gonna get my shield up. Anytime I get into a fight, I always try to look to heal up ASAP because of what I was just talking about. I never want to be low HP with a speed character, especially with all the amount of crowd controlling that they have in this game. I'm not there for it. What a beautiful combo on the Meteo, and the Meteo is looking to get away. That's huge. The Meteo only has 250, and he is just out of there so quickly. He couldn't even really get away. And Ochaco, being the second fastest character in the game, probably could have kept up with him regardless. I do believe that Meteo is the fastest character in the game right now. Meteo is just, he gets to ignore walls, and he goes really far, really fast, especially when he has his alpha up to level 7. It's really crazy. Also, I thought level 7, I thought it was at level 9 where he got the additional bullet count, but the fact that they did level 7 is kind of interesting. I wonder if there's even a point to doing level 9, or maybe they just wanted to experiment with a different like level up concept, not trying to force people to get to level 9 before they start leveling other things. I'm not really sure, but it was definitely interesting to note, because I've seen some changes on level 7s before. So as far as like Compress gets his trucks at level 7. Ochaco, she'll get like a wider AoE on her beta. She'll get like a it's still like the construction piece, but it's like longer, so the effect area is definitely up. But I'm not sure if it notes that inside of the character stat card thing or whatever. I have to check on that. But anyway, so yeah, I thought him getting an extra bullet, because nobody gets an extra bullet. Effects may change, but nobody gets an extra bullet at level 7 except for Medium. So Medium is the first of that, and I wonder if we'll see that in future patches or with future characters. So Meteo just being annoying, going through the ground, going up in the air. I'm not really concerned with him. I don't need to be concerned with him because he is not my target, especially if he's running away. I'm not going to bother with him, because if he wants to get out, he can get out, and there's just no point in me trying to do anything to him. But now he's harassing me, and I'm severely hurt, so I don't know how I'm going to heal, because Meteo doesn't care about barriers or walls, and I'm only hiding behind here because I need to get away from anybody who's got like projectiles and stuff. But thankfully, this Meteo didn't notice me until just now. He used permeation to go through that barrier, and it just, I guess he's still not concerned with me. He's worried about somebody else, and that's okay, because we need the health, and I'm going to immediately just try to heal up. So we steal that KO right there. I go right around the corner just after I finish drinking my HP, and I was able to secure that down. But now, I should have just walked in those bubbles. I didn't notice at the time, but if you see those bubbles, you can literally just walk in there and punch him. I've been casting gravity, but I already casted gravity in this case. So, and there's also, speaking of gravity, there's also some weird bug going on with Ochaco. I've been noticing a lot more like double gravities without the level up cards. I'm not sure what that's about, but if anybody could tell me how that bug works, I would definitely appreciate it, because I don't like it. I don't like when I accidentally do it twice. I sometimes like the second one doesn't come up even though it makes a sound effect, or I don't know. It's a pretty weird bug. I haven't really looked back too much on it. And here we have the 1v1v1. And I'm not a big fan of this situation, especially if I'm playing solos. I kind of generally want to let the other person or the other two people fight, but we're talking like 2 Meteos here, and this could take forever. So I'm probably just going to poke a little bit and then just leave. I'm healing here. I don't think anybody knows that I'm here. And I might just wait it out just a little bit just to see what they do. Nope, somebody's in the bush, and I'm definitely not waiting. I am poking as much as I can right now. But just in general, like this, I wish there was a way to like show somebody that I'm not interested in fighting, because I get it. People are hungry, and sometimes you will get teamed on, and it's just what happens, you know. It's not because anybody's doing it intentionally. I know there's a lot of people that complain about like, oh, they're teaming me. It's like, it just happens in this kind of mode, and with people having high amounts of damage or high amounts of like survivability, it's really easy for two people to look at one character and be like, oh, I think they're weak, and then they try to just, you know, get rid of that person. So, and here I am, just cozy on up in my little tree. I do need that loot, so you can tell I'm not really like trying to fight them too hard. I have been like kind of minding my own business. When I do have health, I will go back out there, but in the meantime, oh, you can see the double gamma that I was just talking about. That, yeah, that bug has been happening like a lot to me since the update. I'm not sure what that's about, but the Meteor is like setting himself out into circle. That's not good for him. He should watch his health, and that's gonna catch him on the edge. And I think this is him being down. Yep. And so the other Meteor comes in to capitalize, and he's doing a great job of it. This is really hurting me, but I'm gonna focus on healing. I'm not really worried about the other Meteor who's on the ground because he is behind the wall and the circle is closing in. So I will just let the circle close or confirm my kill there. Don't have to really necessarily worry about him being down because there's no teammates to save him. So we are lucky enough to get that heal off. I think we lost the Meteor and we're able to get the shield off as well. I thought he was going to sit there a little bit longer. He did not. And so the ergo, we were missing our gamma. However, if you look at our plus ultra bar, we are very close. We are super close, and I'm not fighting this correctly at all. I think with the knowledge that I have against Meteor now, I probably would have played a lot differently. I wouldn't have swung that car as long either, and I definitely would have wanted to like grapple up to high ground just to let him make mistakes and try to kick at me and like kick out of the circle and such, because he is charging it all the way and he cannot stop his alpha from going as far as it does. So when he uses those alphas and he misses, even if he hits me, I mean, he's just going to be coughing up life, and that's not good for him. Speaking of coughing up life, the storm is no joke, so I really got to stay inside. I can't be out there like that. And at this point, since I can't really see him, I'm just kind of spazzing. I should have left that gamma up too. The gamma would have protected me, especially since it falls faster now. Oh, that was the other buff to Ochaco I didn't mention. The gamma can be used inside buildings now, and yeah, Meteor kind of just downed himself. So yeah, gamma can be used inside buildings, and it won't go above the ceiling anymore, which is really cool. But I also think it's part of the bug that's happening. So I'm not really sure what the deal is on that, but again, if you know, let me know down in the comments below, and we will get started on game number 2 here in just a second. Right after the stats, I had a lot of fun actually using Ochaco in solos. She's definitely getting better. She's nowhere near to the point where she used to be. Doesn't need to be. I think I still wouldn't play her as much, but regardless, still pretty fun character to use. Here we started off on the second match, but here's the Meteor, because you know everybody's playing Meteor right now, to be expected. Not really not really surprised there. A lot of people wanted this character, but Meteor showed up for a bit and then he left, and then I was able to find him. I come down here, I alpha him, and he used the shield. At the same time I hit him with beta. He used the shield again, but he should be dead here, and he is. Down goes the Meteor with the low HP. We get our shields back, we get some cards, and we are setting ourselves up at the beginning of the game really nicely. And this is part of what I was talking about on the snowball part. Like, if she has an easier time doing, like, I'm already at level 8 beta, and if it wasn't for that early kill that I got on the Meteor, then it would, you know, obviously I'd have less cards and I wouldn't be able to get around as fast as I am right now, or even thinking about pressing another fight too with that. So here's the Twice. I don't really want to deal with Twice. Everybody knows how annoying Twice Gamma is, and I might do a video on Twice soon, but Twice is really annoying. And I think the thing that makes him so annoying is just like his Gamma is an easy button, because anytime he presses near you, he doesn't even have to be looking at you. He just does damage, and it's not a small amount of damage either. It's very significant, and he stuns you. So the stun is also really annoying, and I'm not a fan. But I did not get my shield there. I just noticed that's not good, even though I finished with the beta, and so now I'm I'm pretty low on health. I need to get out of here if possible. And he's starting to hit me with alphas. We're going to use our green cards because don't forget about cards. Cards are super, super helpful. And I don't think anybody should be forgetting about cards, especially after the beginning of this season. But, hopefully we get our shield off on this one. We do. That is a full 250. Thank you. I'm going to need to make some space. We grab these cards. We get our level 9. And now we're on top of Typhoon, trying to pick a fight with a Kendo, whose beta is bugged now. If you haven't noticed yet, Kendo's beta, doesn't work properly anymore. She takes a significant amount of damage for any hit she blocks, and her shield is just, it's busted, and it's not in a good way. It's such an L shield, and I feel bad for Kendo players who can't really block anything anymore. Like a Kirishima level 1 Gamma will do 600 damage to Kendo's shield at level 9, and it's kind of insane. So that needs to be fixed, and I did send that in to the devs. The devs are aware of it. We just don't know when they're going to get fixed, but I did send that in to my contact, and hopefully they can take care of that within the next patch or so. I'm hoping they can take care of a lot of things in the next patch, but we'll see. I don't mind the bugs so much as I mind the exploits. I think the exploits are far worse than the bugs. Bugs you can kind of work around with by not, playing X character or doing... Whoa, why did she walk out of that? I lifted her up and somehow she hit the ground and she was just like, no, I'm going to walk here. So I have low health. I know she's low too, but I'm not really going to press her anymore because this is a battle royale. There are other people in this match. It's not just me and the Kendo, so we're not going to be super aggressive. We're gonna heal up a bit and try to go back at it again. I wasn't really keeping an eye on her when I grappled away. I should have. She wasn't in that bush, so I decided to just walk away. We're gonna go find another fight, and Meteo is right there. Meteo using the shield at a really good moment right there. That was pretty good on the Meteo. He flies up into the air. I'm kind of contemplating should I chase him or not. I don't think I'm going to, so I'm just going to go back up here to kind of look around, see what's going on. And I saw a beam right there, and we also got the box coming. So right now I'm just kind of thinking, like, what should I do? Where should I go? Because we're pretty good on loot. I got the level that I wanted, which was level 9 beta. And now I'm just kind of focusing Meteo because I know he's low HP, and I don't like Meteo at this point. Meteo, I want the experience as well. So if Meteo decides to fight me, I'll definitely take the experience. But Meteo has been a pain. I think Meteo is actually the most annoying character in the game right now. And I don't mean annoying as in, oh my god, he's overpowered. I mean annoying as in like a mosquito. Like a wasp that just flew into your room on a cool summer day. Or a hot summer day. I don't know why I said cool summer day. On a hot summer day, and he's just, he's just buzzing around you every 2 minutes. And you just can't concentrate and work because you're worried about getting stung or something. But I know that to me, that's what Meteo is, and he's got to go. he's got to go. He's high up there on my annoyance list, and he's going to be high up there on my target list, but not in a team fight. Oddly enough, in a 1v1, yes, solos, yes, but in a team fight, I'm actually not that concerned with him. I found some ways to deal with him as AFO. I haven't really thought about using other characters and like what they could do. I guess with Ochaco, if he goes to the ground with his beta, you could kind of preemptively call the gamma as he's coming up out of the beta, and that should hit him. I haven't tested it, but that's kind of what I'm doing with AFO right now. Meteos that pop up out of the ground with beta trying to be sneaky, I'll roll out of the way, and they're just kind of stuck in the air for a little bit. So I will immediately use the enormously large beta that that AFO has and just lock them into place and just get free damage. And just by hitting them with that one beta, they will absolutely lose all their shield, and they need to reconsider what they're going to do next. So, like I said, Meteo not OP, just up there on the annoyance factor because of his speed and how it also depends on the pilot and the person playing them, but I've yet to see one that has made me believe that Meteo is too powered. I definitely could see him getting buffs in the future, especially if the player base is gonna complain about. I think I've been seeing complaints about his alpha or something like that. But we're able to down the Bakugo with the vehicle, And the Bakugo is down and out. So now we move on to our next victim after we collect these juicy rainbows. I just need one more, and there it is. I'm going to collect these and just put them into my defense cards because I'm starting to use a lot of cards here. And as you can see, I just popped the speed card. I'm still in the air, so I'm going to sling myself over towards the Meteor. Meteor's going away from us. I don't pop the the special action. I didn't pop the gravity, but we were able to down the Meteor, and then another Meteor pops out. But it wasn't a Meteor, it was a Toga who also got caught by a Gamma and doesn't have shield anymore. Toga, you gotta be careful. And oh, you can't Beta away forever. We do have a projectile, so we just sling that vehicle at the back of our head. Here's another Meteor in front, and I just tried it. I'm surprised I missed the alpha on that. But the Meteor didn't know that we could gravity him past the shield, so that was free damage for us. But landing right in front of that Meteor and just going straight for the melee, I gotta say, it was pretty cool. I did like that. I'm just really sad I missed the alpha. Afterwards, we confirmed the kill on the... Oh, Toga. That was Rograine. I forgot that was Rograine. That is a homie in the community, W Rograine. I'm sorry. If you see this video, I didn't mean it.
Oh my god.
Aizawa, yeah, also annoying, but Aizawa is the annoying that you have to pay attention to, because if you don't, he'll deal a ton of damage to you. However, Aizawa is still bugged in Season 5, and if he uses Alpha on the ground, there is a chance that he'll just be slapping you for 40 damage, and then an additional 40 damage as he knocks you down to the ground, because his Alpha just won't pull in. So there is a possibility of that, and now I have to deal with the Aizawa and the Meteor. But we are dealing with the Aizawa pretty nicely without the Meteor hitting us. And you can see this is why I'm not really focusing on the Meteor right now, is because I'm not concerned. And I know that the Aizawa is weak, so I need to try to focus this Aizawa, get him down. And I don't even go for the finish. I just want to get the Meteor before he tries doing anything else. We throw the car at him, we alpha towards him, and then we do the beta and get the full 3 hits, because that's just part of the combo. And if you've seen the guide, you know I know how to land these combos, especially in the right situation. Aizawa stuck outside the storm, and then we have the Meteor who's on the edge here, and that's going to be a GG. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. I'm going to leave this up for the stats real quick, and then I do want to give a shout out to the developers for announcing that they are aware of the Toga bug. So if that's been a thing you've had to deal with, that sucks. We've all had to deal with it, but I've been saying it on ranked, so I'm sure you'll see it on ranked a lot. Regardless, take it easy, guys, and see you in the next one.